So I've been playing with Ghost for a couple of days now, and I will be showing gameplay in videos of other topics. And here I just decided to give a review to the Mythic character itself, because there are some things nice and some just seem to be terribly off. And a quick run through all the 4 Mythic characters. So the very first one is the Spectra. Default form just looks like an unfinished variant of a final. Overall, he is great to pair with futuristic, mythic and legendary and other weapons of blue colors, or you can put camos to make them blue, using the tournament camos or Damascus for instance. Now the default, like I said, it is just plain and a bit of a Teletubby. The final form, it is really splendid, it is absolutely great. Although the complaint would be that the color options we are quite lacking. Like the one that I use the most is just that unicorn with the default blue. But otherwise it is certainly a great mythic in my opinion, and I like that the very first one was the Spectre. It overall just fits the... Now the second mythic, the Templar. I think that in terms of color options and matching with agent, demonic themed guns, and overall design vibes, it has to be my favorite skin. And the default form, it is actually different compared with the final, and it would be a sweatier, a better option, because he's less abstractive this way. It is just a bit harder to spot the full Templar compared with the final form. And I really like how they both are different one from another. The final form, in my opinion, is plain, because we kind of just decided to give him a full bodysuit armor, and I think that we could have just separated it a bit more. But even then, it is certainly a great piece of mythic, and yeah, I would say that there are no complaints here. Moving on, we have the Siren. And on the one hand, I think that it is a great addition to overall character options, but the Mythic, it really both forms just look like a legendary skin, and overall the whole aquatic thing is a bit difficult to match with weapons. We don't really have a lot of fish themed guns. Of course you can just take the blue, but that is what the Spectre is already here for. And I think it is kind of a mythic for those who want to play with female skins. The final form, it is as lean as the default one, just has some darker colors and a thingy on her head. And I cannot even see that it is the worst mythic, because she just has her niche, her theme, her design, and the ghost. Well, the default form I absolutely adore. I think that design, everything is fantastic, and even the default variant, he looks very much mythic, especially when compared with the regular legendary option. This one is just more, he just looks bigger, details are more vivid, and armor, everything he has, also those knives. And I would say that the default mythic ghost is amazing. But then we have the maxed out form, which is absolutely atrocious. When you look at the mask preview in videos and whatever, even in the loading screen, it is fantastic. But in actuality, it is just horrendously bad. The flames, they kind of just end in his head area, they don't go up. And then you only have those smokes coming from around the cape thingy. And yeah, you can see how in the loading preview, the flames, everything just looks a lot different. He looks way better in here. And I remember when the Mythic Templar was released, the face area was also bad. You were able to see a face, and later it was just fixed. So hopefully the mask area, it will be corrected later on. As for Templar, I think it took a couple of weeks for them to make an update with a fix. because otherwise it's not good. And overall, the default Mythic variant of the Ghost is, like I said, ghosted, fantastic, fabulous. But the final form, it is just a huge disappointment. Like, they added a cape and bad option of the flaming face. But if it was better, if the face area was corrected, it would be also fantastic, I think. As for the other items, well, the sickle, it would be good, but I think whenever I switch to it, it gives me a bit of a lag feel. Like the way it is pulled out. And I know my devices are not lagging, but it's just how it seems that way. And I hope that it is like corrected, fixed, and that it is not just me. And the Key 44, it might actually be the best legendary Key 44 skin ever. And I prepared the video, so I will be just having a Key 44 video. I just want to use the other legendaries that I have to just further decide. But it is certainly amazing. Like, at least the Key 44 default Ghost, it's definitely worth getting a draw. If you are a person who is getting draws, of course. And overall, I think Templar, Ghost, then it would be Spectre, and how I would list them. And it is actually quite nice because I did not know that Templar is my favorite before. But it just seems that way now. And the Ghost, the default Ghost.